Okay, took me a while. My computer audio or the microphone wasn't recording. I don't know why. Quality is still bad, but it should work. Yeah, hi. So, regarding the things that haven't been done or implemented, um, uh, actually, I was quite confused because I ordered an online shop, and I also learned that the um, setup of WooCommerce isn't even finished. As you can see here, we are at step 4 of 7. So, and that we are at step 4 is because we've been at step 3 before, because a payment wasn't set up either, which you couldn't have set up. Of course, I know, because you didn't have the um, uh, data for that. But as I said, I would upload the plugins and things like that for you, but I just got access recently, and that's when I've done that. Please check it if it's fine, and resolve the steps so I can have a working online shop as discussed. Well, this is the functionality side. Like also, um, we discussed certain requirements I have with the plugins, like German market and things like that, which need to be configured. But then I guess I probably have to do that myself anyway. Um, and regarding products, we agreed on the 25, and I said, yeah, I can do that myself, but then I need guidance, obviously, in how to do that. And um, I need to have 2 or 3 products at least that need some setup, and once that's done, I can, because they're different, like one is the brackets, another one is the bands, and then I have tubes, and all the others have far less information on them, so it doesn't really matter. I can do that myself then, but I haven't even found a way of changing the products that are existing, or editing them. So I don't know how to even change things, but I'm sure you can show me that. And I suggest that the best thing to do is that we do it in a video call, and you tell me what to do and where. That's probably easier, and it's less time than when you enter the 25 products, and then it's better that I know how to do it, and then I can. You don't have to. Okay. Yeah. Let me. What I found strange is that you have Elementor, you have Elementor Pro, and as far as I'm concerned, and I was told, you use Elementor to change the WooCommerce parts and edit the product pages and things like that. So you basically would set up like a product page with Elementor, and then everything would be changeable. But what I found is that what you're doing is you use, instead of that, because I can't edit, for instance, the product page in Elementor, instead what you did was to sorry, to change things with yellow pencil, and and I don't know, doesn't this add up to the CSS code? Because if you change everything here, and they have the same style below, then it's just unnecessary code, and I can't edit these things. Yeah, okay. And apart from the things that haven't been set up, is that I have the feeling that you use the theme, and only halfway change it or edit it to my design needs. So even if, of course, I did say yes, I do prefer your expertise, and tell me why you would do things in a certain way. But here I just have the problem that things are only done halfway in either design approach you have or something like that, because yeah, I added this here. This is working, so that's okay. You don't need to do much here with this Nudgify plugin. But I mean, even so, there are basic things, I believe at least, that are obvious and that don't even need explanation why things are not done. Like, if you look here, well, first, what you can't read, obviously, white text on a white background. I mean, obviously this needs to be changed and addressed. I mean, visitor only knows what it is when he has to when he changes the buttons and things like that. I mean, and this is something I guess you should have seen and realized that this is not legible white on white. Also, here with the example thing, there's one option missing. It says no hooks. It says, oh, you can't read that. It says only on 3 and 3 on 345, which is missing clearly. Also, I mean, this here isn't really, or even also this here, isn't really like a proper design. You can't even, again, you can't, it is in blue, it shouldn't be in blue, but the design is not appealing at all. You can't read the text here. Here is text missing. This is just not really good. I don't know what this color is, where this color is coming from. And then again, yeah, I mean, you can make up prices if you don't have one for me, that's fine. But 1 to 10 costs 150, and then you get a rebate and pay $39 or euro more. That doesn't make sense. But even so, yes, I do need this kind of price table. This is okay, but it should reflect. Yeah, here I also said it has to be Einzelpreis, yeah, and then sticking through, because we need also legally there needs to be yeah, how to call that, a reference point of what this strike-through price is or refers to. Yeah, but if I add these things to the basket, well, that doesn't work. I mean, it does work, but I don't get the rebate. And this functionality, as I said, I need. Again, here, also the black background doesn't really make sense. We can get rid of these strange halo, I think. And again, you can't read certain things. Here's you can hardly see it. It's like just in brightness in a computer game. Here's a clock, which is not legible. Then I know this design. This came from a white background, so it didn't really matter to have that here. But with a black background, there is not enough white around it. Obviously, this is just far too close to the logos. It doesn't look right. Yeah, and here the same black background. Black background. This looks completely strange. All these lines and everything. Why? I mean, you should have seen that. Now it gets even better. Here, the entire information is just like it's hidden. You can't see it because it's black on, almost black gradient. And yeah, I don't understand that. It shouldn't be like that, and you should have noticed that the text isn't legible because white on white doesn't work and black on black doesn't work either. Yeah, so I don't understand that. Sorry. Here, talking angulation. Yeah, that's fine, but again, I would prefer it to be consistent, like have it all in capital and don't have it all to the right. Also, where can I edit that? I can't edit this at all. And if I go to with Elementor, I can't edit it. Yeah, well, in the product it's just a HTML inverted, which is a nightmare to edit because I have to change these things sooner or later. Yeah, and again, what is this? Here, I would like to see all capital in white, red background instead of the blue one, and of course a bit of padding like before. Then we have this here. This is moving up to inside the picture, also on the home page. This is not really working, and I don't know. And yeah, I know the original theme and there Shopify there it works somehow, but here it just moves up, and it's just I don't find it very appealing actually. But yeah. And yeah, again, you can't read certain things because it's black on black. Yeah. Then you wanted to also, but you can request a callback. Then a pop-up opens. I asked you to use this yeah, like transparent look where I sent you the CSS website to. If I click on that, what happens? Yeah, nothing really happens to me. Yeah, again, this is not finished. We need to have something there, obviously. And in the design, I asked for, yeah, and this problematic issue here. This just goes through the entire site, and I just don't understand. I mean, this is what I've done. Okay, I managed to do that. Cool, happy. I have to change the picture because I didn't. It's not allowed for me yet to. Don't have the rights for that. But anyway, yeah, and the that index needs to be changed, obviously. But anyhow, I end up now doing things that I was believing I would pay for, and this is out of pure desperation. Here again, this is something where I wanted to be white on the red background to have a consistent design language, you know. And also here, I mean, you can see there are the blackish backdrop, which is bigger here and shorter here, and you can't even see the arrow. I mean, what is that? I'm sorry, but I don't understand that. This is something that is so obvious to the eye that I would expect you to have done that, you know? No offense, please, but yeah, I also believe there should be a space between the title and the text, so it's not so crammed together, for instance. Yeah, again, here, I said that before, obvious. One variable missing, yeah, and you can't read that. And I would also make these things in the same width, so it looks nicer. And yeah, just basic things. And okay, and this needs to be editable. Yeah, and this needs to work, obviously. And there are many things in English which of course need to be in German. Yeah, I do my best to help, but I mean, obviously, if I could do everything myself, I wouldn't have gave you the order. Then yeah, I changed that. This is something that I would like to have consistently, not everywhere on the same page, but yeah, I did that, for instance. And I believe this wouldn't be good if this would be the active state. It's like that all the time, but at least for the hover. But for instance, don't know how to get rid of the underscore, the underline, but so get rid of that, please. But I think this looks much better, at least from my perspective. And it should just be plain white, 100% when it's active. Yeah, so you know where you are, which isn't the worst thing to know. Yeah, and yeah. So, and the functionality of that I know that we have this bulk pricing feature. This isn't working, which is essential to me. So there are many things that to me scream this thing isn't finished, and I'm so confused because I don't understand how you can or could have overlooked that. Even the shop isn't working. WooCommerce isn't even set up completely. The Stripe integration, I tried to do that within the realm of my limited skills, so please check that. I did a successful test payment, but again, just make sure this is all working. Also, I said that depending on the brand that on the brand of a product, the manufacturer should get an automatic mail with the order that is for him. Like, say, I have an order with, as I said before, I have an order with 2 different manufacturers, then they should get separately what my order for them. Well, this is something that I need as well, but I haven't seen that integrated either. Yeah, and here I started to add my FAQs. Copy paste is fine, but obviously this needs to be changed in certain ways. Yeah. On the homepage, yeah, there's obviously something going wrong, as you just saw. We have the problem that the picture isn't like the way it should be at the beginning. This is something I did, and obviously while I like it, this needs to be changed because it should look like here, that it's just the width of the text plus a bit of padding, but this is somehow, I didn't know how to do that, so I added a margin padding crap that needs to be changed properly, that it looks like here. I mean, not the size, but the principle, so it only goes to here, like where the cursor is now, and on the right hand as well. So basically that the extra padding is the same as at the top to the beginning of the font, and here as well. Yeah. Then I realized that the typing that you did that I had before, where I said just copy and paste it and use it again. You use the different typing animation in Elementor, which doesn't offer the functionality that I originally needed. So this also didn't work and didn't make sense because you just blended something in and faded it in instead of having the typo, and the pauses didn't work. And because that is understandable that it doesn't work, because the tool that you used for that, this type animation, doesn't meet the requirements that I had for my animation in the first place. You could have just used my plugin, but you didn't. So again, I just decided to take the typing out, as it seemed to be complicated to reinvent the wheel, so to speak. So we just leave it like it is here now. But again, yeah, you see, this is moving up and is under the picture, so this is not good either. And yeah, I also believe this probably should be in black and with a bit more spacing between, because it's much better legible. Yeah, these are things that I just believe that should be visible, that this is not looking good. Here you see this is far too wide. It should be like that, as I said. Yeah, I'm just started to do something more, but obviously I can't do everything as I need your help in certain things. Yeah, this is what I mean. This is this somehow doesn't work really. Yeah. Again, this should be all capitals. This is here. There should be not so much padding, more like we have it here. Yeah, please get rid of this halo. This is just at least here. Okay, here we can leave that. That's fine, but not everywhere, obviously. Yeah. What else? When I go to customer my account, same story. You see, my problem is this is just like the standard theme design, but just worse, because you didn't adapt it to the black background. I have blue links here, which, why are they blue? They shouldn't be blue, they should be yellow. The dashboard, the icons to the right, which you find in the original theme file, are gone now, or they are there, but they're not visible because they are, surprise, black on black, and so on. And when this just doesn't, this is it just feels half-heartedly and executed, and order. You can't read anything, and this looks crap, of course. Downloads we don't have, doesn't matter, but just for fun. Why is that blue? Is there even more text? I don't know. Address, and you see, we can go through all these pages, and it just doesn't seem and feel right, and it doesn't look right, definitely. Payment methods and so on. The list goes on and on. It's not properly executed. It's not finished, basically, and this is what I find disturbing. And I do understand that you put much time and effort in it, but that is not what I ordered. It's not finished. Even the functionality isn't there. And I hope you get my point. And I hope you aren't pissed about that. Well, you probably will be or are, but please understand me. I wanted a functioning online shop, and this is not what I have now. So I mean, we can carry on working together, but then we have to. Well, you can start with the things that I said before and the things that I'm said now, and which are, again, very obvious, that you can't have deliver a site that isn't set up, or shop that isn't set up properly, and where many things are really bad design-wise, and where you can't even read the text properly because it's black on black or white on white and things like that. Okay. So I believe we have some things to talk about. And also, when I go now to the shop, for instance, I asked you to use the categories that I already set up, which is, again, a very time-saving issue here, because I set it up already, and I asked you just to copy it over and take out the subsections that we, as we discussed before in our first Zoom call. But what I find here is that there are many things missing. It is not in the order that I set up, and some things are missing umlauts, like here. Um, I don't know why you just didn't you just copy the categories and made the changes that we talked about, and said it looks like you started from scratch here, and this isn't what I need, and it also unnecessarily more time on your behalf, because you could have just copy and pasted it, and then it would be all right. Yeah, and then yeah. Well, I mean, if we have if you go with a button that is rounded, so people know that it can be that it is a button. Okay, fine, but then it should be consistent. So the roundness of the edges should be like with the normal bigger buttons, I would say. And yeah, well, this here needs to be changed, of course, that it looks like it is in two lines if it doesn't fit one. And yeah, it's not consistent, and I don't know. Here, this looks strange. Why is this? Ah, okay. Yeah, see, because this is not, probably this is a black pull down menu originally, which you haven't adopted. So this is why the triangle is here, and yeah, again, not done to the end. I don't know if there is any. Yeah, here again, things you can't read. Zuzüglich plus shipping. The yeah, I just don't get it. Here, this is something that I managed to make a bit darker, so actually people see that they can. This is a search field, but I would make the glass here, you know what I mean. I would make it a little bit darker, so you can actually see that there is something. I mean, not 100% black, but probably like in the gray of the text here. Yeah, and the same is very good when you like checkout, and so functionalities are missing. Yeah, I mean, again, here, so missing the yeah, and if I can't order that one, okay, interesting, but let's take this one then. Yeah, see the problem. Okay, but let me just check. Okay, and I buy one. Okay, again here, this doesn't look right. Why is there suddenly a red border around it? Why is this smaller than that one? Yes, I do know, because the halo needs space, but then don't put a halo there. This looks different in the original as well, because now these both buttons have the same importance, which they shouldn't have. So this is the most important one, especially for us, and this one here should be like white on black or something like that, like more close to the original. Again here, everything's in blue. I don't know why. And while I know that this here is the original design, when we have more, how do you call that? When we have more variable products with more variables, yeah, basically, then this will be a very, very long list. So it would be better to have it these three next to each other, and I probably would also make the picture a bit bigger and things like that. And yeah, but this is something you can't know, and you don't know, but that I would prefer it like that. That's why I'm just saying it now. But the other things, they are quite obvious to me. And when I go now to the shopping cart, yeah, Then, yeah, let me see. Um, Again, things are missing or not visible. This is just the entire design. You can't just if you I mean, which should be obvious. If you change the background to black, the design isn't finished because you have to adapt all the rest as well. Like here, for instance, where you can't. It's not legible. It's not there. I don't understand why. See, it's gone. And here, why is this so close next to each other? That doesn't look good. Why does it look like that? It looks more like Tetris, basically. And yeah, again here, needs padding if you keep it like that. And yeah, I wouldn't. And I also guess that this is a journey, so I don't know. We should rather make that yellow and that probably red or something like that, or even green. I don't know, but yeah. But and also this is English, and my shop is in German. Yeah, and so if I update now to get bulk discount, and I click here, well, this doesn't work. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Nope. Yeah, this is things that we talked about. Now we have a green new color here, which shouldn't be there, because as you said yourself, it should. Oh yeah, I made this a bit bigger here. Because it was hard legible, inverted it. But we have to get rid of this this black border, which looks stupid. And is it right that this has a light border around it? Is this supposed to be like that? So you know that you can click on it and that it's sort of a button? I don't know. Because here you can click on it as well. So I don't know whether that really helps people understand that they can click on it. Yeah, so again, if I go now to checkout, yeah, well, this looks much better, but of course the background is white. If I would invert everything, then I would get what I have on all the other pages. I mean, I spare you that now, but if I would make it with developer tools black, then of course all the text wouldn't be legible anymore. Yeah, that needs to be changed. And here, obviously, I would prefer to have these white things, red background things. Yeah, yeah. I activate this test mode, and it seems to work, but I don't know. You have to check that. Again, I'm not sure whether I can use these logos because I'm not affiliated with Norton. Norton isn't on my site. I'm not Googled. I'm not with the Google Trusted Store program and so on. This probably will make me run into illegal problems. You said it wouldn't, but I mean, I'm not. I can't believe that that I'm allowed to use accredited Trust logos, which when I have nothing to do with these things. Yeah. Now, obviously, this needs to be changed and adjusted. Yeah, but you see my point here. It's blue again. Why? I don't know. And yeah, yeah. Which is strange that this is the padding looks strange. Unless there's some text below which we can't read because it's red on red text. I don't know. Yeah. So these are the obvious things, and I guess we have a lot to talk about. And yeah, I let it be for now, because I think it's enough hints I've given you, so you can understand where my problem is with this delivery. And I think the rest we should discuss in person tomorrow. And I'll try to working on the site in the meantime. But obviously the things on the homepage need to be changed, as I said, because I can't do that. Yeah, this is a problem. Yeah, it should be like that all the time. And I think also it should be go all the way to the bottom. That it's that the picture doesn't stop here, but here where the page below the window is finished. Yeah, and yeah, these are the things that I think should be addressed. Um, yeah, this needs to change as well. I can do that, but please get rid of these excess padding, that it looks more like here. I said it before. Okay. Yeah. What else about? Yeah, same thing. We just need it to be consistent. You know what I want, and yeah, can leave it for now because I have to change that. Shop we talked about blog. Um, yeah. Um, there are some. I think I have some more articles, and I don't know where they went. Please check on that, and yeah, that's okay, I guess. What happens if I click on it? Yeah, well, you get the point, do you? Wrong typeface, and yeah, Mut zur Lücke. We have black text on a black gradient again. This doesn't really work out too well. Yeah, see? Again, problematic. Yeah, what else? Yeah, I think that's it so far. I mean, I think you get the point, and hope we can resolve that, these issues. And yeah, let's talk tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.